We have been exploring the profile of Democratic Republic of Congo's accession into the East African Community region. In this chapter, we explore the profile of flows of foreign direct investments, net official development assistance, and remittances to the Democratic Republic of Congo. What can we see and say about foreign direct investment flows into the Congo? Now, the World Bank data on foreign direct investment does not go back further than the year 1970. On average, since that year 1970, foreign direct investment has accounted for more than 1% of the GDP of all East Africa Community countries except Kenya. Since the year 1970, Kenya's average foreign direct investment net inflows as a share of gross domestic product averaged 0.878%. At 1.82%, Congo Kinshasa's average foreign direct investment net inflows as a percentage share of GDP was the highest of the East African Community region. The entry of Congo Kinshasa into the East African Community would raise the region's average tally on this indicator. This statistic indicates that on average since 1970, Congo Kinshasa's incoming foreign direct investment has been smaller than its outgoing foreign direct investment. Now the chart in front of us is an illustration of the foreign direct investment net inflows as a percentage of GDP of Kenya, South Sudan, and Congo Kinshasa between the years 2015 and 2019. World Bank data indicates that on average in the 5-year period between 2015 and 2019, the East African Community region experienced an average net outflow of foreign direct investment. Congo Kinshasa's net foreign direct investment outflows of $1.18 billion were the highest, while South Sudan's net foreign direct investment outflows of $2.53 million were the lowest. On a per capita basis, Uganda's $21 per capita foreign direct investment outflow was the highest, while Congo Kinshasa's per capita outflows of $14 ranked it third, bested only by Burundi and South Sudan. In that 5-year period, Congo Kinshasa experienced net FDI, or foreign direct investment flows, was not atypical. The Congo Kinshasa's experience of net foreign direct investment flows was not atypical. Sudan is peculiar in its small population size and its significant reserves of crude oil. So South Sudan's status as a producer of crude oil and its relationship with China as a significant partner in the exploration of this oil might point to China as the source of its foreign direct investment. As South Sudan bests its neighbors at both per capita and nominal basis, it is possible that investments in the South Sudanese crude oil extraction sector countervailed foreign direct investment outflows. Furthermore, judging from this data set, it is possible that the COVID-19 emergency accelerated capital flight in the East African Community region. Finally, the data sets interpreted thus far do not suggest a reason why South Sudan's FDI flows differ from the rest of the East African Community region. These charts reveal that Congo Kinshasa, outside of the East African Community, has received a lower level of investment than its East Africa Community counterparts. It is possible that upon entry into the East Africa Community, FDI flows to the country and the region as a whole could begin to rise. All things equal, a positive evolution of regional infrastructure projects and the lowering of tariffs and other restrictions to the movement of factor inputs and outputs that could follow the Democratic Republic of Congo's accession into the East Africa Community could result in renewed investor interest in that country in particular and in the region as a whole. Now, what can we say about net official development assistance? The chart in front of us illustrates the per capita net official development assistance assistance of the Congo, Kinshasa, Kenya, Rwanda, and South Sudan. This is a selection of some of these countries. Between the years 2011 and 2019, the East African community received an average of $20 of development assistance for every single one of its citizens. South Sudan received $144, the highest per capita official development assistance figure in the region. The Democratic Republic of Congo's $38 per citizen was the lowest development assistance figure. While Congo-Kinshasa attracts significant material attention in response to its humanitarian needs, this nation does not attract as much development aid as its regional peers. This might suggest that donors are more concerned about the Congo's humanitarian needs than they are about its development needs. This could be a signal that the United Nations system's primary interest in the East African Community region is development, and that in the Democratic Republic of Congo, its interest is in addressing a humanitarian crisis of some kind. UNICEF's statistics show that Democratic Republic of Congo migrants of distress have a preference for the East African Community region, that many Congolese have and continue to settle in East African Community countries under the mandate of the UNICEF's asylum program suggests that the Democratic Republic of Congo is unstable and that its migrants find it safer to live in the East African Community, to name but one region of the world. Perhaps stabilizing the humanitarian situation precludes, in large part, the Democratic Republic of Congo's development agenda. What can we say, though, about the Congo-Kinshasa's per capita remittance flows? Now, the World Bank defines personal remittances as a combination of personal transfers and compensation of employees. Personal transfers are made up of all current transfers in cash or in kind made between residents and non-resident individuals. Personal transfers are made between related and unrelated individuals, irrespective of the source of these forms of income. Remittance flows towards Congo-Kinshasa are made by non-residents of the Congo-Kinshasa that may or may not have a direct blood relationship with the residents of the Congo-Kinshasa. Compensation of employees consists of income of workers employed in an economy that is not of their residence and of residents employed by non-resident entities like embassies. For example, transfers of compensation of employees made towards the Congo-Kinshasa will be earned by residents of Congo-Kinshasa presently earning incomes outside the Congo-Kinshasa or residents of the Congo-Kinshasa working within the Congo-Kinshasa in entities like foreign missions within the Democratic Republic of Congo. Now, the chart in front of us illustrates remittances as a share of the sum of per capita GDP. Remittances represent growth in household disposable incomes. The chart above is useful in that it allows a comparison of the relative effects of remittance flows on disposable incomes. The chart above is calculated by taking the average per capita income of the 5-year period 2015 to 2019 and comparing it to the average per capita remittance flows of that period. If the 5-year average of the total amount of remittance flows to the East Africa Community region between the years 2015 and 2019 was to be divided equally between each East Africa Community citizen, these citizens would receive $27 each. The addition of the Congo-Kinshasa population and remittances into that total raises the average to $31.72 per citizen. In that period, South Sudan's average per capita remittance of $77 was the highest in the region. Kenya and Uganda followed with $42 and $28.86 respectively. Burundi's per capita remittance flow of $3.93, if you like, was the lowest in the region. During that period, South Sudan's per capita remittances made up the equivalent of 33% of the per capita incomes of the South Sudanese citizen. On a per capita basis, South Sudanese household incomes are especially reliant on remittances. Remittance flows would make up only 3% of the Democratic Republic of Congo's per capita incomes. Relative to a regional average that excludes Sudan, the effect of remittances on the Congo-Kinshasha's per capita incomes would not amount to a significant deviation from the mean. After South Sudan and Uganda, however, Congo-Kinshasa household incomes were most reliant on remittance flows. During that period, remittances took a 0.76% share of Tanzanian per capita household incomes. Tanzanian incomes were least reliant on remittance flows. The free movement of factor inputs in general and labor in particular can have a positive effect on Congo-Kinshasa remittances and conversely Congo-Kinshasa per capita incomes. If residents of the Congo-Kinshasa can find work in East African community countries, then it is probable that the flow of remittances towards the Democratic Republic of Congo will increase. Put together, this suggests that to the degree that the economic union ambitions of free movement of capital are realized, Congo-Kinshasa accession to the East African community will result in an increase in the flow of remittances to the Congo-Kinshasa and an increase in Congo-Kinshasa per capita incomes. In conclusion, judging from the foreign direct investment, net direct assistance, and remittance flows, Congo-Kinshasa maintains peculiarities that have a lot to do with its unique demographic and economic configuration. The tendencies of foreign direct investment flows to the Congo-Kinshasa differed significantly from those of its less resource-endowed East African community neighbors. That the Democratic Republic of Congo's net foreign direct investment outflows were lower than those of its East African community partners might be attributed to its significant resource endowment and the investment it attracts. It is possible that South Sudan's experience owes its regional similarity to this fact. The South Sudan attracted more development assistance than did the Congo-Kinshasa, however. This suggests that the perception of the United Nations system is that the Democratic Republic of Congo requires assistance in the areas of peace and security first and foremost. As the United Nations system policies are an important representative of international sentiments, it could be that the Congo-Kinshasa is less than ideal candidate for development assistance than its soon-to-be East African community contemporaries. Although the Democratic Republic of Congo was third most reliant on remittances, this particular financial flow took only 0.59% greater share of per capita incomes than the regional average. Overall, the free flow of factors of production, goods, and services that should arise from Congo-Kinshasa accession into the East African community could affect the Democratic Republic of Congo's financial flows in dynamic ways. Kenya's Equity Bank's 2021 trade mission into the Congo-Kinshasa is a signal of the potential for financial flows that entrepreneurs in the financial services sector sense can be unlocked through forays into the Democratic Republic of Congo.